YouTube, welcome to the shop. Thomas here. I've got another hacker box unboxing, and it's another old one. It's box 230023, and this is Digital Airwaves. This is one that I've been looking forward to this one for a long time. I'm very interested in RF, and this is I would say a pretty good starter thing to get into. Also, when I'm thinking about it, if you're interested in their older hacker boxes, you should get them while they last, because they don't last very long, and I don't think they're going to ever restock them. So if you have any interest in them, you really should go ahead and get them. And another thing, before I forget too, I've already opened these things up because I didn't think I was going to do a video. I've said that in the last two. So I've taken the stickers out already, and a couple other things. Usually, like if there's any USB cables or anything like that, I've already taken some of that stuff out. This one is still pretty complete. And when you see some of the stuff that's in here, man, this one right here is really freaking cool. I like I said, I really can't wait to play with this one. So as you can see, the card, and then the back of the card, this is just has RF stuff, non-overlapping channels for 2.4 gigahertz WLAN, which is pretty cool. Brought a sticky. This is a pretty big box too, and I mean, I think this is the biggest box I've ever gotten from them. Just to give you an idea, it's a pretty good size box. So you get a nice digital hackerboxes.com patch. Got several patches. I need to figure out how to utilize them. And the board that's on the little module on the card, and it's Wemos D1 Mini Pro 16. Little tiny sucker. I mean, this sucker's tiny. It's got a little antenna port, on-off. Well, I think that's an on-off switch. I really don't know. Is that on-off switch? It doesn't say. USB. It's pretty cool. Tiny little sucker. So that'll be fun to play with. My box won't stay open, damn you. Let's see, what is this here? I actually opened it up, but I forgot what it is. Oh yeah, that's right. It's a little tiny tripod. You've always got to have a little tripod in you. Or, I don't know about in you, but around you, maybe. Some copper wire. Let's see. This is kind of hard to understand by just looking at it. I can't remember if I printed out a picture of it or not, and unfortunately I didn't. This actually is part of a Yagi antenna. And I really thought I'd printed something out for that. Maybe I did, and I left it at the house. I think I did. But anyways, the idea of this thing is to attach these to this, and with the copper, you'll cut them. Well, you'll straighten the wire out, and you'll cut these various links out of the wire, and you'll have to drill holes that are specifically spaced apart, and the wire lengths are specific too, and that's where your little tripod and this little baggie, there's a nut and stuff, and this, and then you're basically building an antenna, a Yagi antenna specifically. and that's what this little setup's for. I already looked it up. That's the reason why I know. But that's pretty cool. And at the end of this, you will actually have to put a little cable connection, SMA male coax adapter. So that's really freaking cool. You're actually making some antennas here, and that's what that baggie's for. And that and there's your little. In fact, I'll take it out and show it. This is really cool. Nice gold plated. Probably cheap gold, but that's okay. But if you look, that's your coax connection right there. And then that goes to the other side, of course. If I can get the stupid thing open. And now you have a, coax connection. Little mini coax connection. So that's really interesting. Put that back on there to protect those screws. Actually, a sticky right there. And there's actually several little of these little connections, these little coax things, and it'll be obvious in a second. And then you've got the USB, male and female, for programming, I guess. In fact, I thought I took all the USB stuff out. I guess I did. So there's another USB mini and a whole bunch of jumpers for soldering on these boards. And then there's another little tiny antenna. Same thing, works with these little connections. And then you've got another one, wireless in USB adapter, 2.4 gigahertz. That's really cool. High speed. Lots of antennae. A little tiny, see if I can get it good there, a little OLED shield. Goes with your Wemos. And then there's one more antenna here. And then of course you'll have to solder a little barrel coax connection, and you got to be really careful right there. If you can see it, you got to get, there's 3 pins, there you go, there's 3 pins, so you have to make sure you get that right. But you can see this is a circuit printed circuit board Yagi antenna. That is so freaking cool, man. I swear to God, that is so freaking cool. So this is this is a really neat one, man. I mean, oops, kicking stuff now. So if you go on the Instructables and stuff, and of course the Hacker Boxes website, and you check all this stuff out, you'll see. This is one of the more interesting ones I think I've gotten so far. It is really, really cool. I highly recommend it. If it's still available, pick it up. It's really cool. All right, guys and gals, have a good one.